Bhagavad Gita Bite-Size Learning, Episode 38, Shloka 12, Sankhya Yoga. Question: Who am I? Before I start with the Shloka 12, let me discuss briefly about threefold misery every human endures. This will help us relate to Arjuna and understand that the underlying reasons are common to all kinds of problems. According to the Sankhya philosophy, which is an ancient school of philosophy, miseries can be of three kinds: Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, and Adhidaivika. Bodily suffering and mental anguish are Adhyatmika problems. Diseases, disabilities, anxiety, stress, worries, attachment, and even aversion are examples of Adhyatmika Dukkha. Adhibhautika. Adhibhautika problems are caused by other beings. Could be insects, animals, or even other human beings. I am sure all of you can imagine the number of problems we can attribute to fellow living beings, not to mention the misunderstandings, fights, and stress caused due to relationship problems. At present, the pandemic is truly a very big Adhibhautika problem we all are facing. Adhidaivika. Problems caused by reasons not under human control are called as Adhidaivika problems. Examples are natural disasters, old age, famine, drought, and many such things. Simple problems such as climatic changes and unavoidable problems such as aging are Adhidaivika problems. The pandemic is an Adhidaivika problem too, because it is beyond human control and understanding. Now, let us look at the case of Arjuna. He is engulfed by the misery of Adhyatmika and Adhibhautika, which means his mind is troubled because of the people around him and because he is thinking a lot about them, and due to which his body is feeling weak and powerless. Now, do you see a commonality between modern man and Arjuna? Any problem, any day will fit into the triangle of Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, and Adhidaivika. Now, do you see how the Gita and its content is relevant to us even today? Natvevaham jato nasam natvam neme janadhipaha nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayamatah param. Shri Krishna says, there was never a time when I was not there, you were not there, these kings were not there, and there will never be a time when we all will cease to exist. Shri Krishna starts the explanation by talking about the concept of eternity, which means there is life after death. Let me bring a modern day analogy to explain this better for the modern day enthusiasts. The University of Virginia School of Medicine has a division of perpetual studies, which was founded in the year 1967 by Dr. Ian Stevenson and continued by Dr. Jim Tucker. DOPS researchers have made serious research and studied which suggests that the mind and the brain may be distinct and separable, and that consciousness may persist in detectable ways beyond bodily death. Does it sound confusing? Let me explain. The brain is a physical organ which dies when a person dies. There are hundreds of cases of reincarnation studied by researchers of University of Virginia. If a child of 2 to 6 years of age is carrying memories of past birth, what does it mean? It means that the memories of past birth have been carried by the mind and not the brain, because the brain is a physical organ and the mind belongs to the subtle body which continues to live even after death. Is it intriguing? We Indians have always believed in reincarnation, as our ancient wisdom has always confirmed this with confidence. In further shlokas, we will get to know why Sri Krishna reminds Arjuna of this fact that life is eternal and does not end with the death of the physical body. Thank you for watching. Meet you soon.